What's up guys, and welcome back to another video. Today's video I'm going to be fixing the US state borders in paint.net, and please do not get offended by this. Like I said last time, I said the same thing. Don't get offended. This is just for fun. It's not meant to be taken in any way seriously. Let's begin. Alright, so let's go to the east here, because there are some things we can fix in this region here. Sorry if it's very blurry. Like I said, I don't have couldn't get a high quality map. This is the only one I could find. First thing I'm going to do is probably just make Delaware have all of this. So I'm just gonna, erase all this border and just give Delaware all of this area, because Maryland doesn't need it. I think it's just, nah, Maryland just does not need this land right here. So let's just erase it, and there we go. There's Delaware now. I also don't like this upper area of Maryland here. I think this is a river, I believe, so about it, but I think that might be a river right there. Let's see, what else can we fix? I think that's fine. You know what? Oh yeah, this we can definitely just fix that. You know what? I'm also gonna unite both of these states into one big state, because they used to be part of one state. Virginia used to be one big state, and then they split up into West Virginia and Virginia. So I'm just gonna unite them again because it looks very good on the map. So there you go. We got both of them united into one big state now. Let's go up here. So up here, Rhode Island is gonna go to Connecticut here. So there you go, that's a little bit nicer. I'm also gonna give this area here where New York is to New Jersey, because I feel like New Jersey should just keep that. And I'm also gonna unite New Hampshire and Vermont into one big state, so it looks a little bit better. So yeah, there we go, that's Vermont and New Hampshire into one big state. That's pretty good. So yeah, we already fixed a few things over here. So Ohio, I'm sorry, but you're gonna be losing a little bit of land down here. I'm just gonna do that. And yes, I did give away West Virginia, a bit of West Virginia to Ohio, but now it's gonna be part of Pennsylvania, so I don't think that's gonna be too big of a problem. But yeah, there you go, Pennsylvania looks a little bit better now. I do like this one. It looks a lot more nicer. You got more access to the Great Lakes up here. Oh yeah, forgot about this. This is gonna go to Wisconsin. Come on, it just doesn't look good on the map. Personally, I think this should be part of Wisconsin, but oh well, it's part of Michigan, because this used to be a territory, I believe, and then Michigan had the Wisconsin under this rule, and then when Wisconsin became a state, and then this state under Michigan control. So there we go. We're just gonna fix that up right there. I'm also gonna get rid of this line here, just because it's not straight. I want to make the borders look nice, so let's just fix this problem here. We'll make the borders look straight. Okay, maybe that's not the, okay, hold on, let me redo that again. It's not the straightest border, but hey, I think it's a little bit better. There we go. So that's fixed now. Let's go down here. Let's see what else we can do. Missouri looks okay. I don't like this part here that goes into Arkansas, so I'm gonna give this to Arkansas instead of Missouri. There we go. I think that looks a little bit, it looks a little bit more weirder, but I think it might look okay. I'm not gonna mess with anything else here. South and North Carolina definitely gonna become one big state again. Let's just have them become one big state again. So let's just get rid of this. So now we got one big Carolina, and this will obviously benefit both the states. You have both states united into one, this will benefit both of them. Might as well have it. I'm also going to give this to Carolina as well. I'm just going to call it the Carolina. There's no need to call it South and North Carolina, but there you go. That's been fixed now. Panhandle of Florida, I'm just going to give away to Alabama here, just because it looks a little bit stupid and I don't like it. So yeah, there you go. That's part of Alabama now. Looks a little weird, but hey, I think it'll be fine. And then also I'm going to fix that a little bit. So I'm going to give this to Georgia, and the rest of this can go to Florida. Perfect. What else can we fix? South and North Dakota is gonna become one big state again. So let's just fix that. So we go. So there you go. That's South Dakota, or should I say Dakota, not South Dakota, because they're a big state now. So you got Carolinas, Virginia is a one big state, the Carolinas, and the Dakotas. So there you go. That looks a little bit nicer. I think that might be a river, but hey, I'm gonna fix that. I'm gonna make that a little bit straight. So Nebraska, you can have that. So there you go, got a little bit more land now. I think it looks a little bit nicer. Alright, so I'm gonna go to Alaska now. Normally people would just give Alaska to Canada, but instead of giving it to Canada, I'm gonna give only a small portion of it. Here, I'm gonna cut this off. Sorry, Alaska, I'm just gonna have to do this. That's gonna go to Canada, all this. Hawaii, I'm gonna leave it, because I don't think there's anything we can really do to Hawaii, so I'm not gonna touch Hawaii. But I'm just gonna get rid of all of that. There we go. So looks a little bit weirder without the tail, but hey, I think it looks okay now, sort of. All right, now we're gonna go to Texas and Oklahoma here. So Oklahoma, people usually give the panhandle of Oklahoma to Texas. Texas is too big of a state, so I'm just gonna give a little bit more of Texas to Oklahoma here. I still want to keep the panhandle of Texas up here, a little bit more visible. I'm not gonna give the whole thing away to Oklahoma, but I'm just gonna do that. So yeah, there we go. Oklahoma, you got a little bit more land now. I'm also gonna give New Mexico land down here. So I'm just gonna cut through this and just like that. I believe New Mexico needs a little bit more extra land. So let's just give them that extra land right here. Boom, there we go. Sorry, Texas, but this has to happen. Also gonna give a little bit of land to Louisiana here. Why not? Let's just fix this. Boom, there we go. Looks a little cursed, but hey, I think it's okay. So that's Texas, what remains of it really, and then some weird portions here that are bugged out. I don't know why these are like this. I'm gonna fix that. Let me just... I wrote these portions here that are bugged out or something. I don't know exactly what happened, but okay. I'm gonna make Utah a square state. So there you go. Utah's gonna become a square state now. So there we go. And then this portion, who am I gonna give it to? Probably Idaho. I'm gonna give it to Idaho. Montana's too big anyway, so I'm just gonna give it to Idaho. Looks a little cursed. I guess we can fix this sort of. So let me just, you know, make a few lines like that, and we give that portion to Montana right there. I'm sorry, Wyoming, I just had to do it. There you go. We got big old Idaho now. I think this is a river border here too. I'm just gonna give a little bit of land, just a slight bit of land here to Idaho, just to have a little bit more access to the Canadian border here. Just a little bit extra. So there we go. These guys, I was gonna do Cascadia, but hey, I think we should just leave it for now. This border's not straight, so I'm gonna give this to Oregon. And that's gonna go up, and the rest of it is gonna go to Idaho again. So Idaho's getting a lot of land here. Lucky them. You know what? Let's do Cascadia. Let's just unite Washington and Oregon together. I know Cascadia is also like part of Canada up here, like in British Columbia. But for now, we're just gonna do this. Canada is not on the map, so it's not gonna be included. This. Cascadia here. I want to give the south cities of California independence here, but these guys can have independence down here. I guess, you know, I'm also gonna, yeah, let's also do Las Vegas, give them independence, because why not? I'm also gonna give a little bit of land from Arizona to Las Vegas. Make them a state, why not? Just make them a small little state. There we go. Yeah, we're gonna make Chicago its own state. There we go. Where? Okay, hold on. If I'm not mistaken, I think DC is like right here somewhere. So I'm just gonna, you know, make them into a state. There we go. So that's DC right there. Not the best, okay, but I'm just gonna make DC its own state. I'm just gonna give a little bit more land to New Mexico here because I don't like the border down here that I made, so I'm just gonna give them a little bit extra more. I'm sorry, but I just have to do it. Oklahoma, you're gonna become a big state now. We have a rectangular state down here, so Oklahoma's become a rectangle state now, just like Kansas and Nebraska. So yeah, there we go. This big old Oklahoma now. Texas is pretty small now, sort of. I think California might still be the biggest. So you can see we did make a big mess, already a big mess here. So I don't know if there's anything else we can really do. I think this might be it really. But yeah, there we go. This is how the US looks like now. So I made it a lot worse than before, definitely a lot worse than before, but I think it works like that. For some states might be better and some states might look a lot worse than before, but yeah, there we go. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you want to see more, make sure you subscribe to the channel, click the notification bell, like the video, share the video. See you next video. Peace.